Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Melissa and this is Adventures in Authoring. And if you haven't seen my intro video, you can go watch that. Brief synopsis, I guess, is I started this channel after some big life changes this past year. In 2025, I turned 50 and I had a grandbaby. And I kind of looked at my life and realized I wasn't where I wanted to be. And though I have a job that I don't hate, it doesn't bring me joy. And I want to be in a position where I can be there for my grandbaby in a way that I wasn't able to be there for my kids. And so when I thought about where I want to be, one of the big things was becoming a full-time author. And in the past, 10 years, I've not put, as mothers do, you don't put your dreams first. Your dreams happen if, you have time for it. So I want to make this year, 2026, I'm calling it my year of the hill, and I want to spend this year putting myself into a position where the next few years are my slide into what my ideal retirement looks like. So when I thought about starting this channel, I had a hard time kind of trying to decide what I wanted to do, what kind of content I could provide that would not only help me, but hopefully help others. And because I want to create accountability, not only for myself, but I know there's others out there that struggle with accountability as well. And I want to create a community around, especially women my age, 50, who are now, we'll say, empty nesters. And what are we going to do with our lives now that we're not having to take care of our children every day? So when looking at what I wanted to provide, I started seeing a lot of the 6-month challenges and the 185 days hard writer edition and things like that. And I was like, okay, that's perfect, because not only will that help me create the accountability, but I believe it'll help create a community. And so this is my first 6-month video. So I've created 4 categories: writing, accountability, community, and finances. I know those might seem pretty easy to some of you, but I have very limited time and I work a full-time job. Here at the end of January, both my kids are going back to school and I'm going to be taking over watching my grandbaby until daddy gets home. So that takes away some of the evening time that I have. And so I picked what I thought would be attainable. I picked what I thought would continue to give me encouragement and excitement. And I didn't want to set myself up for failure, because in the past I have created goals and planned and planned and planned. And then by the time it came to needing to do the work, I procrastinated. I found other reasons why, I can just do it tomorrow. I can, make up for it this day. And I was just putting it off because the plans seemed too big. I love the planning. But everything was too overwhelming because I didn't have a path and I didn't know where to go. And so nothing ever got done. So I didn't want to set myself up for failure. My first category, and I feel the most important, is to create the writing habit. This has always been my biggest challenge. I would start, and for example, I would say I'm going to write 2 hours a night, and I would spend a good 2 weeks, maybe 3, doing amazing. And then something would happen and I would fall off. So creating the writing habit is the most important, because if I don't produce the words, I can't produce the book. For my second category of creating accountability, I have a couple of goals. One is to attend all of my weekly group meetups, and they're held for about 2 hours. I used to go on a Wednesday group, but I won't be able to do that anymore because of the scheduling with my kids going to school. And then, so one of my writing friends and I are going to reschedule some other time. Got the sun in my face now. Goal 2 is, well, you're watching it, this YouTube channel. So for the first 6 months, I'm definitely going to be posting the 6-month updates and some vlogs, some writing vlogs. And then starting probably March is when I'll start doing like income videos, because I don't foresee myself making any money in January or February, since I won't really have a whole lot to give out. So the third category is building a community. Growing this channel is big, and I'll probably do an Insta just to do like book trailers and snippets or whatever. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. Like I said, I don't want to overwhelm what I'm going to be doing. And so, yeah. And then the last category is finances. By the end of the 6 months, I would like to have increased my income by $3,000. Not necessarily monthly. I want to make like $3,000 to $5,000 by the end of the 6 months. That is a goal. And then, so once I do start making money, I'll start doing those income videos. The venues or streams that I'm going to try to monetize would obviously be YouTube. And then I think I'm going to create a Patreon. There's Ream, so I might try that. And then maybe Substack. I don't know. But if I do the Patreon and the Ream or the Substack, probably once I get like 30,000 words written, I'll probably start it then. So fingers crossed. This also falls under like Patreon and Ream also kind of fall under the building a community, because of the ability to connect and chat with readers and stuff. So, I mean, most of you know how that works. And it will be obviously it will be a release as I write. So there'll be some editing, but it's not going to be like polished and, Amazon worthy. And then side goal is to build connections and friendships with other authors, regardless of where they are on their journey. I would love it if I could, connect with people who are just starting out and really give that support and encouragement that, I know I need, and I'm sure others need as well. It's kind of easier when you're doing it with people that have the same goals, that are in the same spot as you, because you can look at other authors that are succeeding and making lots of money, and nobody really shares, there's not a lot of show as you go kind of thing. So that's part of this channel. I want to, I want people to see the bottom and the rise to the, I won't say the top, but the rise, getting goals completed, and that's where it's what I want to do. I don't know, because it's a hard road. Becoming an author is a hard road, whether you do it traditionally, which I think is, I'm not gonna say harder, it's just different kind of hard, or you do self-publish. And excuse me, sorry for all that noise. Part of the reason to have a community of like minds is because nobody else in my world knows what I'm going through, knows what I'm trying to do. They don't understand it. If they happen to ask what I'm doing, I usually go on a tangent because I just love writing. I love my stories. I love my characters, but they aren't expecting how passionate I am about it, and they kind of think I'm crazy. And I start word vomiting and their eyes glaze over. They're no longer there. I'm sure lots of you can, understand that feeling. So I definitely need more people in my circle that can relate. So if you're in the same boat, reach out. Let's suffer together. Let's create together. Let's build together. Let's hit our goals together. So yeah, I think that is everything. I'm just very excited about this journey, and I hope in whatever journey you're doing, you're excited too. I hope that you'll join me, and I hope this sounds interesting to you at the very least, but it would be even more lovely if you were trying to build a dream as well and could join me or want to join me. So whether you just want to watch or you want to join and follow along, hit subscribe, leave a comment, leave some love. I want to hear from you. Others do too. So I will see you in a couple weeks with some fun writing shenanigans and little snippets of my day-to-day. Sorry about the sun. It's all in my face all of a sudden. Have a great week. Love you, mean it. See you later. No, let's not do that. Oh my God. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time on Adventures in Authoring.